So we've been here for about 35, maybe more, in this spot. Lucy started the business with Don, and Don took things over, and Lucy left at a certain point. That's after they got in here. They were only at the location for a few years. I guess it's been a bookstore for the entire time, but as other things come into vogue and become things, people start looking for those things. And now we deal in books, records, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, other types of media like laser discs, video games, VHS tapes, board games, other type things. We are a classic used bookstore. And I've never worked at another used bookstore, but I imagine they operate similarly to what you would imagine a half-price books does. People come in to sell, you take what you need. The way we do it, because we only have this one location, is all the stuff that you see on the shelves, customers bring us in every day. Today was a particularly busy day. Within an hour, like I said, we had 10 people come in with stuff. Now they'll bring all types of stuff in, and we on the floor will look through those items one by one, decide whether we need them. If we need them, we'll scrutinize the condition. If it's a good condition, we'll check the stock, and we'll go through this long process to, one, make sure the thing is good, and two, make sure we need the thing. We only take what we need, and we don't really provide any other service other than going through your stuff, deciding what we can sell, and paying you for what we can sell. And then we sell all the stuff. So most of the business on the front end is just what you can see is people buying stuff, but they're bringing it in every day, and we're going through it, and we're deciding what we need and deciding what we're going to pay out based on what we're going to sell it for. Now, books are kind of the lifeblood, right? Though Don, the owner, has taken strong initiative to make sure that we're also a legitimate record store. We're housing both at the same thing, and then at the same time. And other places, like, basically, if you could find it at a Barnes & Noble or whatnot, people will buy it at a bookstore. And part of that service of buying and selling, we can buy from you, we can sell to you, we have the things, and we price them reasonably, is there's a process that you can be a part of. If you buy stuff, whether it's from us or someone else, particularly if it's from us, we probably could buy it back from you. And we buy it back at a certain margin of what we're going to sell it for. So we sell it pretty cheap, but we give you a higher margin than other businesses like us tend to do. Now, I don't shop at these other businesses because I don't need to, because I work here, and half the stuff that's thrown away or donated is good enough to eat to me. Anyway, if you want to spend less money, you can sell us stuff, and then instead of accepting cash, we will make you a higher offer in store credit, so you can do that trade. So you can be a part of the namesake of the store, which is cycling through items, bringing them back, putting them back into the ecosystem. We'll buy from you, we'll sell to you, we'll offer you more in store credit if you want to keep it in the stuff game. And then every once in a while, we'll go out and look at your stuff. But yeah, the range of products is not it's finite. But if you come to the store, it's hard to list, and it's hard to give you an idea of all the stuff we have in the store, which is one of the reasons I like to be on the floor. I have a few colleagues who are particularly interested in providing a very specific service, which is customer service. So the store is really big, and I think it's hard to find stuff personally, and so I always try to make any customer who comes into the store aware that I'm here and I can help them with whatever they need, because the store is too gosh darn big for most people to wrap their heads around. So if you're looking for something in particular, I try to make sure that I know where to find it, know who to ask about it, and know where to point you if we don't have it. I doubt anyone else on staff would be able to, I hate to speak for them, but we just don't do marketing. We participate in the Best of Denton thing, and you kind of have to pay into that because it's all advertising. And and we tend to win Best of Denton in at least one category every year. But to my mind, that we're ubiquitous enough without any other like things lifting us up. We do a kind of a bare minimum, it seems to me, in terms of advertising. I don't think we do any advertising. I think we do word of mouth, and we put our bookmarks in the books and we offer them for free, and we do this Best of Denton stuff as it can be done. If we can't do it, we're not put out, and we participate in things, and people just tend to know about us. So we rely more on word of mouth, I think, than any other marketing strategy. And we have a social media account. So we are on Facebook and mostly Instagram. Now, one particular person does Instagram because he has a great voice that just fits the vibe of the business. And we tend to just put things out as things happen around here, more in terms of things that we're doing or sales that we're having or new stuff that we get in, than things like, well, the basement's closed, or we put out that we're closed and stuff. But we pretty much engage with our community on the floor out here and through word of mouth, and then we are present on social media. There's such a wide spectrum that it's hard to say that we prioritize any specific demographic. Now, we tend to assume, on the one hand, that people are coming in from all over to see us because they tell us that they do. But on the other hand, we're, to my mind, a very significant part of the Denton Square and Denton as a city. The idea that Half Price Books hasn't encroached on Denton, and the idea that that has something to do with the fact that we're here, says something. But that's another thing that we don't necessarily really even think about. Now, we do participate in the Wassail Fest on the square and do stuff. And there's organizations that think about this kind of thing, and I want to know more about them because Denton's got a nice square. We've got an ambassador program where people in red shirts and whatnot are taking care of the square and helping businesses. So those are pretty much the things that this business has developed into over the past 40 however many years. But it was developed by somebody who worked at Half Price Books, but then it has become its own whole thing that I'm sure every person on staff would give you a different answer to, but I'll give you mine here. That's pretty much what I know the history of the business to be. We've been in this particular building for about 35 years. It's always been a retail space. I don't know that it was ever an opera house or a performance space. But other buildings on the square are themed, like this is the Opera House building. There's the Texas building. There's the bank building over there. That's not even the Wells Fargo. It's the bank building right next door to the Jupiter House. So there's like different things. And I don't know that we were ever an opera house, but this space is a large retail space, and right now it lives as recycled books and records. Yeah.